We have more data, which is always exciting. So shout out to Leandra on our team, who at least told me about this. Um, if you go to reports, predefined reports, scroll down to other Performance Max campaign placements. First of all, could you hide this any better, Lord Google? This is actually really cool, though. Really cool. Quite a bit of opportunity to slice and dice that I'm not going to get into because, to be honest with you, I don't know how, and I don't want to look stupid as I'm recording this video. I'd have to go to school on it. However, feel free to play with this, and if there's somebody that really knows their way around this, I'd be really interested in learning from you. We've got a gentleman actually that only does data analytics on our team, so I might have him just help me go to school and figure out the multi-dimension ability to integrate some of these reports. Because when I see someone who's not an idiot like me play with this, it can get really cool, just the comparative analysis that's allowed. So, that said, self-deprecation aside, check it out. We get to see real placements inside of Performance Max. 600 rows of them. And they're actually exactly what you would think. Like it's like any other display campaign placements. Here's one of the things that I'd caution you against, is I'd caution you against allowing this to discourage you, because it doesn't matter. Performance Max isn't bidding on placements, it's bidding on audiences. And so as long as your audience targeting is sound and the goals that you have set up are being met, then what this means is this is where your audiences are. However, I do think that there's some intelligence that can come out of this. So the first thing is, for instance, I saw an investing site here at one point. Wallet Investor. So this is a company that sells pet products. And if I saw a bunch of investing sites that, and I have this sorted by impression, what I would start to do is I'd start to try to identify where there's consistency and commonalities that are outside of what I might have otherwise assumed or guessed, because that's going to feed my audience insights. And so that could be a whole new asset group with a whole new audience insight. If there was a bunch of these, there's not, but you know what I mean? Like I'm giving an example. Some of them make a ton of sense. TopDogTips.com. So I look at that and I'm like, gosh, I'm getting so much there. Maybe that becomes its own audience. Maybe there's its own, asset group just for that. And if I wanted to be real sneaky, check this out, y'all. Check it out, y'all. I go look at their brand. And I look at their brand, I look at the colors, I look at the profile, I look at the approach, and now maybe the I'm such a child. Maybe the assets that I'm using inside of that asset group are more aligned with this brand. Which, I mean, I got to be honest with you, that's Trojan horse level 5,000. Like, that's badass marketing. If you had one brand that was like really performing very well for you. And there's a couple of here too. My Dog Guide, My Pet Child. So this is just, I don't know. I would get the biggest kick out of digging into this and really going to school on where we're heading. There is no, and somebody correct me by the way if I'm wrong, because PMAX is so new that maybe there's more that you've been able to accomplish than we've been able to accomplish. As far as I know, there's no negative placements for Performance Max. Allocating negative placements on an account level still doesn't let you assign them to Performance Max. And I'm being that bullish to that statement because I've heard other people say otherwise. I have not had that experience. If you upload, you can have negative placements account-wide. You can't apply them to Performance Max. So at the moment, PMax isn't allowing us negative placements. However, I hope and think it's coming. And when it's coming, what we're going to do is we're going to build like the biggest, baddest list that's ever existed for display-based negative placements. And then I'll try to share that with you all if I can. But what's really cool is this is such a interesting thing to see. It's relevant. The placements are relevant. And there's a freaking ton of them. You just get to see like the proliferation of this. And this is a relatively early stage campaign. So exciting, y'all. So exciting. It's also really interesting to see some of the mobile apps that are more popular than others. Those could also, like, Words of Wonders, 139 impressions in that one mobile app. That's probably just maybe because it's a more popular game. I've never heard of it. I'm going to try to find one that's better. Like, because this is a pet product company, it'd be really cool if there was a pet product app. Like if you were a pool company and then I saw Leslie's Pool Supply app on your phone, I'd be like, aha, a new audience. But that's really what I'd be using this for. I'd be using it as an additional audience insight. This is a good example demographically and psychographically. It's probably not quite as applicable to this avatar, but like depending on what it is that we are selling, King James Bible. So for instance, let's say we were doing marriage counseling. If we're doing marriage counseling and then all of a sudden I saw a bunch of impressions inside of this app, that would become a new audience for me. But then the advertisements would be more theologically leaning, obviously. So don't just start tossing at audiences. Try to start matching your message and your assets to the audience. That's where we're going to be cooking, y'all. Like that's what's necessary. And that's what makes Performance Max amazing, but also hard. We can't be lazy. We've been so spoiled for so long by this insane targeting that's been allowed. It just got so good and so granular that you actually have to zoom out a little bit. You have to make sure, because it is so precise, that your message matches the precision of the targeting. Otherwise, you could be doing yourself a disservice. So, super cool, so exciting. It's going to be cool to see what else is coming for PMAX too. Like the data and analytics that we have won't be matched. So expect to be disappointed. That's why there are some big agencies that have chosen not to use Performance Max because they don't like its reporting. I'm like, okay. Fine. It's like, I don't know. We're in an arms race and we just found like a new weapon that trumps all other weapons, but they don't like it because it doesn't match the mounts on their old weapons. That analogy is so much more apt than I'm going to give it credit for, because if I pursue it any further, people are going to get mad. You have to adjust to the whatever it is, the technological capacity of your competitors. And for people that aren't doing that, they're going to find themselves really, really far behind. So you're not going to get the data that you used to get, but you're going to get a whole bunch of other data that's going to be, and you shouldn't get the data that you used to get because it's not actionable to you, because it's not the way that Performance Max works. I'm so excited. That's all I got. I want your input. I want to know what you think. Hit me in the comments. Say something smart. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, before you go, I'm constantly looking for amazing people to come join our team. So if you're passionate about Google Ads and you're passionate about customer success, please go to soul8.com/apply, and we'd love to see you as a part of the Solutions 8 team. Also, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that we actually know what we're doing. And don't forget to subscribe. We shoot a video every single day, and I don't want you to miss out on any of it. Lastly, if you have questions, comments, concerns, confessions, or you just hate my face and my voice, go ahead and hit us up in the comments. We get very little human interaction, and even the heckling is something that I kind of get a kick out of. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being subscribers if you're a subscriber. Don't forget to apply if you're interested in working at Solutions 8. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.